Hey, welcome to the Good Place Marionville podcast, dedicated to highlighting the good in Marionville, Missouri. On each episode, we share stories and events that feature why Marionville is a good place to live and to work. Our team will bring you updates from various perspectives from all over the city, including reports from local journalists, which we're looking for more of those, everyday citizens, city officials, school representatives, businesses, and nonprofits. In today's episode, we'll continue our commitment to showcase the goodness of Marionville. And I can't wait for you just to experience the rich optimism that exists right here in this town. While mainstream news tends to focus on the negative, our town's potential and rich history deserve to be celebrated and shared. So hang out with us for a very little while today, as we cover some of the good this week.
You know, one of the things I wanted to highlight right away is that at City Hall, there is a food pantry box, a cute little thing that looks like a mailbox or a library box. And it is a food pantry that is getting utilized, but it needs everyone's help. So because people have the need for the things that are in the pantry, I'm just asking everybody to take a little bit of extra effort, look at what you have in your own pantry, or the next time you go to the grocery store, add a few cans to your shopping and bring it to City Hall and put it in the food pantry bin, bucket. I don't know what you call that thing. Little house.
Looks like a birdhouse. Looks like a big birdhouse.
A big birdhouse.
Right. But dry goods and canned goods, things like that. But if you put bread in there, people are, listen, we're in tough economic times.
Hopefully they come quick though. If you're going to put bread in there.
Right. Well, they'll come quick. People are in that box. I've seen 3 people in there today.
You know, I was told on Facebook that a lot of people didn't know we had one. And so they were actually taking their food to one in Aurora. So I just want to encourage you to help our local community. You can do that right here in Marionville. And that's good news.
You heard from Greta from the school just recently.
I did. So she said that the Special Services Department actually had a field day, the Southwest Conference Field Day on April 30th. And the host school was Diamond. And they said that all of the athletes had a great time and they earned a medal at the end of the event.
The Special Services event, is that like...
I don't know any more like detail.
CIA kind of thing? Or?
Yeah, undercover special services.
Crystal Allen, teacher over at the Marionville High School and the school sponsor for the Future Business Leaders of America, or as we call them, FBLA, reported that the FBLA students were at the state convention in April 14th to the 16th. 15 students went and competed for FBLA and I believe it was at University of Missouri, while they were presenting their projects, attending a college and a career fair, attending leadership workshops, participating in competitions and more. Kyle Smith placed 8th in coding and programming at state. Way to go, Kyle. We're proud of you.
Good job, Kyle. Hey, Jim, do you have any news from the first responders?
Yeah, just got pictures today from Chris Bowling that the new medical responder truck is in its gorgeous red F250, I believe. And now it's ready to be equipped with brand new lights in the bed so that it'll replace that beautiful green Ford Expedition that we've had for many, many years.
So we're going to have to get used to a new truck driving around town.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Absolutely. Can't wait for us all to see it.
You know, I just want to give a big shout out to the Bank of Billings member, FDIC Equal Housing Lender, for being a sponsor of the Good Place Marionville podcast. The great staff at Bank of Billings is there to handle all your banking needs, as well as home loans and small business loans. So stop in today and say hi to the Bank of Billings and thank them for being a sponsor of this show.
And if you would like to be a part of being a sponsor on this show, we'd love to talk to you. Just send us an email to goodplacemarionville@hotmail.com, goodplacemarionville@hotmail.com. All right, random news. You came up with some random news, Martha.
Yeah, so I got connected with an organization that's called SaveYour.town. So when you do the website, you do SaveYour.town instead of .com. And it is an amazing organization that's helping save small towns. And right now they're doing a survey. And so I'm going to put the link in the show notes and encourage any of you that are interested. It's a very short survey, but basically you're telling them what the needs are for our community from your perspective for rural challenges that are coming up as far as businesses and things like that. And if you just take a moment to let your voice be heard, they can do a better job of servicing. And when you go there, also, I would encourage you to sign up for their newsletter because it's just full of good information that we can use right here in Marionville.
All right, the website is saveyour.town, saveyour.town.
Yes.
All right. Apple Fest committee. I don't know if you know this, but about 140 years ago, they painted the booth numbers on the streets and sidewalks all over downtown Marionville for the Apple Fest event. And in the last couple of years, those 140-year-old signs have worn out. And so they're looking for volunteers to help scrape off the old paint and paint new numbers and apples all over town so we can be ready for the Apple Fest coming up in September.
Yes.
If you're interested in helping volunteer with this project, you're really good with a spray paint, or you're really good with a brush or a drill brush to get the old stuff off, contact Martha, GoodPlaceMarionville at hotmail.com, GoodPlaceMarionville at hotmail.com. The Apple Fest committee can use your help.
Yeah, and not just for that, but for other things as well. So stay tuned for that. You know, as a focus on nonprofits, one of the things that I just wanted to highlight and get out there real quick is actually happening this weekend. So Saturday, May 4th at the Hangout from 10 a.m. to...
Wait a minute. That's Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
So Star Wars Day.
There you go. From 10 to 2, go to the Hangout and celebrate the special people in our lives. They have new...
That'd be the moms.
Yes.
That's the special people.
I think so.
Okay.
But everybody's special. And we're also honoring Bruce Schatzer through this event because it was something he was already working on. And what they have, apparently, this is amazing, new Kate Spade blouses, dresses, shoes, and bags to give our moms for Mother's Day. And these items are free while the supplies last. So if you don't know where the Hangout is, it's at 25 East Washington, right downtown. It has a big sign that says the Hangout in the window. And Saturday, May the 4th from 10 to 2, go there and participate in this event.
You know, I don't know if you guys know this, but we have an incredible ministerial alliance right here in town, and really exciting. They have a new member. First Baptist Church of Marionville has welcomed a new pastor, a young guy, Brian Wygant. Did I say that right?
I hope
Wygant.
so.
And his wife, Megan, are coming from Omaha with their 3 kids and are moving to town. Brian's already started at First Baptist. Come out and check him out. He's really a good preacher.
Awesome. So that's it for the nonprofit news. We also just want to make sure that we know that you guys know that we are looking for more reporters. Do you find good news happening in our town? Just report it to us. Email at goodplacemarionville at hotmail.com. We have a phone number we'll post in the show notes as well, but get a hold of us. You can leave a note on our windshield. I mean, they can really much do about anything to let us know the good news.
If you leave the note on the windshield, could you put it on paper though? I don't want you writing in my windshield.
That's a good idea.
It's so hard to get.
And there's a lot of rain lately, so we may not get the news if it's on a piece of paper.
But be a reporter. Tell us the good news. We were talking to Nikki up there at Casey's. She's the sparkle lady that's always there in the evenings at Casey's. She says she's going to be a reporter for us. So you can join the team. And if you give us a news story, we'll give you the credit.
Sounds like a plan.
GoodPlaceMarionville at hotmail.com. This podcast is a great platform for you to highlight your local business and support for all the good that's happening in Marionville. Consider becoming a sponsor, whether it's a weekly sponsor, a monthly sponsor, a quarterly sponsor, however it may be. We would appreciate your support. Give us an email or pop us an email. GoodPlaceMarionville at hotmail.com. GoodPlaceMarionville at hotmail.com.
And like Jim said, it takes a small army of reporters to keep up with all the stories of the good happening in Marionville. So make sure that you contribute those reports by emailing us, like we said, at goodplacemarionville at hotmail.com.
Thank you for joining us for the Good Place Marionville podcast. Keep your eyes out for the good, and together we can celebrate Marionville.